So Bengal Chief Minister's chopper had to make an emergency landing, and when she came out, she was not walking but was in a wheelchair. There were also a medical record that has been now mentioned by the doctors. Now here's what happened. The Chief Minister suffered, as it looked like, injuries when she was returning to Kolkata after a two-day trip, and that was a campaigning for the upcoming Panchayat elections. But the helicopter she was flying in had to make an emergency landing due to bad weather. Doctors at the SSKM hospital in Kolkata have said there is an MRI scan that was done, and it reveals that Mamata Banerjee sustained ligament injuries to her left knee joint and her left hip joint. However, Bengal Chief Minister looks like rejected the doctor's advice for rest and to stay back at the hospital and left the hospital on a wheelchair instead. This was a visual that was then caught on cameras. The BJP jumped on this. The BJP is questioning the timing of her injury ahead of Panchayat elections. They are saying every time there's an election in the state, Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee gets an injury.
Helicopter carrying Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal had to make an emergency landing at Air Force Station, Shebak Road, Siliguri, due to bad weather. Honorable CM has suffered some injuries due to sudden emergency landing with full fluid collection in left knee joint with marks of ligament injury in left hip joint. Respective treatment of the injuries has already started. She was advised to get admitted, but she told that she will continue treatment at home.
हम चाहते हैं कि वो जल्दी से जल्दी स्वस्थ हो और बार-बार इलेक्शन के सामने उनके पैर में चोट आ रहा है, ये बहुत चिंताजनक बात है क्योंकि हर बार पैर में ही चोट आ रहा है. अभी भी अगर पैर में चोट लगा है तो उनको व्हीलचेयर में ही बैठ के प्रचार करना पड़ेगा.
So now my colleague Ritik Mondal is joining me live from Kolkata. Ritik, good morning. Now, of course, we are not going to comment on the injuries that Mamata Banerjee looks like she has received, but about the politics of it. BJP is jumping on it. Can you give us a background of why the BJP is saying every time there's an election, Mamata Banerjee gets an injury? What is the current status now? Is she going to be back on the campaigning trail?
Well, good morning, Pooja. The politics has erupted over this issue once again. How one could forget that Mamata Banerjee, was also suffered injuries during her 2021 elections, and that time also she took out extensive campaigning during in poll-bound Bengal after she suffered massive injuries in her leg while she was campaigning in Nandigram, and then she carried out the entire campaign procedure on a wheelchair. And that time also we did see that opposition party like Bharatiya Janata Party, they lashed out at Mamata Banerjee, and even we do know that as the top leaders of Bharatiya Janata Party targeted Mamata Banerjee for this thing, and that time the opposition BJP also faced backlashes for criticizing Mamata Banerjee or questioning her this kind of campaigning or when she suffered injuries. And this time also, remember, as you rightly pointed out, she was returning from North Bengal yesterday, and she suffered injuries to her knees during an emergency landing in North Bengal, and soon after she was rushed to the hospital here in Kolkata. The doctor advised her to stay at the hospital, but she refused. And
she's back on the political track. And knowing Mamata Banerjee, Ritik, I'm sure she'll give out a statement very soon on what the BJP is stating and targeting her. She's not the one to hold back, and there's been a lot of confrontation we've seen between the BJP and the TMC. So Ritik Mondal will be tracking all of that and more. We have some big breaking news coming in. Let's take a look at that.